Hello and welcome back to Triple Gaming with me, Fletcher.
And welcome to another Warthunder gameplay replay. If you have not already seen my other Warthunder replays, please do go and give them a look. There'll be links to those after this particular video. And today we're going to be investigating how getting on the point is one of the most important elements of a Warthunder game. And to do this, I'm going to be using this wonderful vehicle here, the KV1R. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already done so for more content from all of us at Triple Gaming. So, why do I like this tank? I like this tank because it's a combination of all of the best elements of a Russian and a German tank of this particular battle rating. It's got the hull of a KV1, which is a very good heavy tank hull, and the 75mm anti-tank gun from a German Panzer IV. Combined, the two elements make for a very effective heavy tank. It's very strong in terms of its armor, and the gun is very reliable, and it does a lot of damage to the enemy. Now, I've given the nickname of the Black Bear, which I think is the perfect name for this particular vehicle, and we're going to get started on this particular match. Now, this particular map has three particular command posts spread out across the entire width of the map. This is the Maginot Line map. And as you can see, on the right hand side here is this town. Now, there is a command post in here, and if you can capture it, you can basically flank the entire enemy line. And what I'm going to prove in this particular match is that capturing points is the most important part of this particular game. And if you don't capture the points, you're going to lose. And it annoys me when teams just don't try to commit the objective. So here I am. Vehicle number 00 after Dick Dastardly from Wacky Racers, and we're pushing into the town in order to take this command post on the flank, command post A I think it is, and you can already see my team getting on the other two command posts as well. So if we can capture this one in the city, we will be in a very strong position. Now the enemy is going to want to flank around this town as well to do exactly what we're doing to them, but they want to be obviously doing it to us. So there's going to be quite a firefight in this town. Now I'm about to roll forwards here, and I already know that there's people around here because I just saw him get shot, and he just killed the first enemy there. I'm going to get into cover. We are now capturing the command post, but we need to get rid of the enemy forces on it. They're all coming down this road. I'm going to pop a shot off straight into that Sherman and secure my first kill of the game. Straight through the front plate as well. This is why I love this 75mm gun. And the KV rolls around, takes a shot at me, and actually destroys my gun. You can see, you might be able to just see at the front that it's all banana peeled. He's actually hit my gun and destroyed it, and I now cannot fire. My ally was coming to try and help me repair. He's just died. Now, it's very curious that at this point the enemy doesn't try to push the objective and actually try to kill me by flanking around. They just stay where they are. I've repaired my gun, and this T-34 rolls side on to me. He deserved to die for that particular play. What he should have done is gone straight on towards me, down by the side of the road where that car is there, down by the side of the Panzer IV. And that kills the Semoventi as well, the Italian tank destroyer that was around there. So in quite a fierce engagement, we've destroyed I think 4 or 5 of their enemy vehicles just on that particular road trying to flank this command post. Now let's have a look at this whole scene again, but from a different angle. My ally and myself are coming in from the bottom of the screen here. You can see my KV1. There's the shot that hits my ally. He's in a tank destroyer, quite a good one as well. There's his my ally's shot that kills the Panzer IV there at the end of the road. Yes, he's in an Su-76, I believe, which is a Russian tank destroyer. Here's my KV-1. and at the bottom of the screen, and you can see here that this road is going to be full of tanks in a minute. There they are all coming over. There's 3 of them around that corner, and in a minute we're going to have my shot at the Sherman. There's the Sherman there in the middle of the screen. He's firing his machine guns at me. They're not going to be doing anything. Here I am lining up my shot. His shot actually bounces off the side of my turret, and there is my shot instead. Look at that wonderful lens flare effect. I think has the round actually already hit the target? I don't think it has. I think it's just about to hit the target. Oh, I accidentally phased into the house there, but there we go. There's the shell striking the front of the Sherman, and he is already dead. Now you can see this KV1 here and T-34. These two, once I had fired, should have pressed the attack, but they didn't. They stayed where they were, hiding essentially. The KV1 at the bottom of the screen is about to take his shot at me, which is going to destroy my gun any moment now. There we go. There's the shot, and you can already see it's hit the front of my tank there, creating a nice puff of smoke and sparks. There's the damage, the banana peeling effect of the 75, which basically prevents me from firing. I am now useless. I roll back in order to repair the gun. The KV1 and T-34, however, don't really seem eager to push. The KV1 is moving forwards. I take a few shots. He fires again, but the shell bounces off my turret again. And I am now repairing. The KV1 is destroyed by the Su-76 with a very good shell through the turret. The Su-76 is rolling to try to help me repair. The T-34 rolls out, destroys the Su-76 before he can get to me. Now the T-34 has reloaded by this point, but does nothing. He doesn't push me, and instead, actually, he and his teammate here in the Italian tank destroyer get into a bit of a scuffle and fight over who is trying to go where. They're basically messing around with one another here. The T-34 wants to reverse. The Semivente wants to go forwards. The T-34 is still trying to reverse. He's actually stuck there by his teammate tank destroyer. He rolls forwards finally, by which time I'm already repaired. There's my shot with my newly repaired gun, straight into the side of the T-34. Now the T-34's frontal armor is very good, but the side armor is very weak, and that is him dead. The Semivente is the last person around there. And I'm feeling relatively brave. I know the Semivente's gun is not too great. It's a very large weapon. I believe it's a 105mm gun, but it's not got very much penetration. I've rolled back to allow myself to reload. Semivente is trying to put himself into a position to get me as I come around the corner, but I think I surprised him by coming around quite fast, because he doesn't fire at all. He's probably waiting for the front of my tank to be exposed, and my shot kills him before he can. The only weak point of the KV1 hull is in the dead center where the driver's vision slit is. I think he was probably waiting for that to become exposed. So there we have, what, 4 enemy vehicles? 5 enemy vehicles destroyed here, securing this point. Now in terms of players, that's nearly 2 whole players we've knocked out of the team in terms of vehicles. Each player has 3 spawns, so we're going to continue trundling around this town because I know there are more enemy vehicles that are currently occupying it. So I'm going to head around these houses, and I know that there is an American M6 heavy tank by this house. Now I'm not entirely sure what he's done here. But he doesn't quite get the drop on me. One shot into his turret kills him stone dead. And I think that is this command post secured. Let's have a replay of that. So you can see here the M6 has, I think he's rammed into the house. I think he's just been driving forwards without looking. I've come up around behind him. He is trying to turn his turret in order to get around me, but unfortunately doesn't manage to do so. Quite a slow turret traverse for him. There's my shell. Wonderful lens flare effect there from 75. And there is my armor piercing high explosive round there. It contains quite a lot of explosive inside the bursting charge, so when it penetrates the target and it blows up inside, and that's what does most of the damage. And it's going to penetrate the side of the turret here and actually set off the ammunition inside the turret. The M6 is a unique vehicle in that it has two anti-tank guns in the turret, a 37 and a 76, and that means it's packed with ammunition. And unfortunately my round sets off the rounds and off goes its head, the turret flying off there and almost landing on top of the roof of the house. They're just bouncing off down into the debris of the house next door. And yeah, that is the M6 out. So that's 6 targets destroyed now inside this village. And that, more or less, not much else happens for this particular match. And as you can see, that the firefight for this particular town has resulted in a lot of dead enemy vehicles. As you can see, my allies here fighting against another T-34 on this street here, trying to get around us again, but there are far too many allies of mine, and this T-34 on his own is dead as well. So that's at least 7 enemy tanks destroyed trying to capture this command post from us. And I'm going to continue to stay with my allies as we roll through the town. Now that the command post is secure and that the enemy vehicles have been destroyed, we can just basically flank all the way to their spawn zone now. So I'm going to stay with the overhead perspective so that we can have a look. I think my allies are about to run into another enemy vehicle, an anti-aircraft tank. You can see they're just at the top of your screen rolling through. He avoids one shot from the Su-85 there. He takes a few anti-aircraft shots, but he's not going to be very effective, and he is dead. So that's 8 enemy vehicles at least destroyed. No, I think that's 9 actually. And if that is number 9, that's a whole 3 players out of the match in terms of vehicle spawns. So the rest of the match was pretty much a whitewash. We wiped the floor with the enemy and they never got any of the command posts, and we won that match within about 5 or so minutes. So yeah, I think that's proof enough that capturing the command post and actually committing to the objective and pushing players who might already be damaged is one of the most easy and important things to do in Warthunder, and actually will win the match more than destroying enemy vehicles will. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content from all of us at Triple Gaming. If you're brand new here, we are trying to get to our 1,000 subs milestone, so any help you can have with that would be very much appreciated. And if you are a regular here, don't forget to keep tuning in to our regular streams on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for tuning in for this particular Warthunder video, and I'm going to leave you with the Black Bear. Stay safe and goodbye.